I saw 15 films that were at Tribeca this year. Granted, I saw Relay at TIFF and How to Train Your Dragon when it was released in theaters and not actually during Tribeca. And Deep Cover is already available on Prime Video at this point. But out of the remaining films I saw, I wanted to share my favorites. As always, my videos are spoiler-free unless stated otherwise. So number 5 for me is basically a tie between Lemonade Blessing and Honey June. Both of these feel like films that other people will love a lot more than I did. Lemonade Blessing is definitely going to resonate with anyone who grew up in a religious household or went to Catholic school. It reminds me a bit of Yes, God, Yes with the cringe-inducing awkwardness of 8th grade, and if you're just a fan of coming-of-age films in general, I think you might enjoy it. Honey June is perfect for anyone who's looking for a film about a mother-daughter relationship, especially one that deals with the theme of grief, and Amira Kassar and Aiden Mayeri are so convincing as a mother-daughter duo. Number 4 is On a String. This one kind of reminded me of Frances Ha, and I don't know if that's just because writer, director, and star Isabel Hagen reminds me so much of Greta Gerwig, especially her mannerisms, but it also has that young adult struggling to get her life together vibe. It also kind of reminded me of Departures because it's about a musician taking some unusual gigs to try and make ends meet, and this movie made me laugh more than I expected it to, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised because Isabel Hagen is also a stand-up comedian and a musician. Number 3 is A Second Life, which takes place in Paris during the Olympic Games and is about a hearing-impaired American working in Paris who forms an unlikely friendship with a tourist. It's an understated, sweet, life-affirming film. There were moments where stylistically it kind of reminded me of Terrence Malick, but at times it also made me think of the Before trilogy because we're just following these characters as they walk around Paris. If you're a fan of movies about unlikely friendships, I think you'll enjoy this one. Number 2 is Happy Birthday, which won 3 awards at Tribeca, and rightfully so. I was really impressed and surprised that this was a directorial debut and the lead actress had no prior experience because it's so well crafted. It's about an 8-year-old who works as a maid and her best friend Nellie is a member of the wealthy family that she works for. But it made me think of Where is the Friend's House because of this child's tenacity. She has her heart set on making sure Nellie has the best birthday possible. And it also reminded me of The Florida Project for the way it depicts a child who's still curious and excited about the world despite her harsh reality. It's both heartbreaking and heartwarming in the best ways, and the lead performance is so magnetic. You can't help but want to root for this little girl because she's just so full of life and personality and has such a magical view of the world. But at the same time, the film also makes a statement about class differences. Coincidentally, my favorite film that I saw during Tribeca also explores class differences, and like A Second Life, it also depicts an unlikely friendship, and that's People and Meat, a South Korean film about 3 elderly people who form an unexpected friendship and start dining and dashing together. This is such a weirdly wholesome and delightful film. It made me smile and laugh out loud. There was one moment in particular that made me start laughing uncontrollably, but at the same time it offers a sobering, thoughtful reflection on not just class struggles but also aging. It's such a beautiful film about friendship, and it captures how exciting it is to gradually learn more about a new friend. The characters are so well written and the performances are fantastic, so each of the 3 main characters genuinely feels like a real flawed person, and the story went in directions I wasn't expecting, so it completely held my attention from start to finish. There were some interesting filmmaking choices in this movie too, to the point where there's one scene I'm still thinking about because of the way it was shot. I wholeheartedly loved this movie. This movie single-handedly made Tribeca worth it for me this year. If you happen to catch any films at Tribeca this year, let me know what you thought of them. Otherwise, comment and let me know what your most anticipated film for the rest of the year is.